All right, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and Shalom to you brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity. I'm Karat Tazab, Bob back on another show. And this show I'm going to entitle The Devil is Looking to Remove Us from the Faith. All right. So, yeah, pretty much, us brothers that's in the faith, that's out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth, we always got to remember that, look, Satan is always active, and he's always looking to remove the followers of Yahweh Shah from the faith. Okay? So, us, we have to, always walk in the spirit, to combat Satan and his ways. All right? We have to always walk in the spirit to be able to fight against Satan, to be able to resist Satan when he cometh. All right? And us being spiritual, we would know the different avenues where Satan will come from. Okay? So let's jump right into the scriptures. So the first scripture I want to get is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. And it reads, "Be sober, vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Yeah, so we're supposed to be sober and vigilant, man. So, and being sober-minded and, vigilant in the spirit. So pretty much not, knowing the difference between the truth and all these other philosophies and all these avenues of these false ways, we supposed to watch out for it. Okay? The things that was not given to us from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So we have to avoid those things and, keep our eyes single on Yahweh Shah, keep our eyes single in this truth. The things that we learn, we have to keep. And it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Yeah, so Satan, he's always walking about, seeking whom he may devour, looking for the weak members, all right? Preying on the ones with low faith, preying on the ones that's not rooted in Yahweh Shah. And some Satan will, capture and devour them and remove them from the faith. Which, us brothers, we have witnessed the years we have been out there on the highways and byways teaching, we have witnessed Satan devour a lot of men. Okay? We have seen Satan come in and remove certain men from the faith, certain men from believing in the doctrine, certain men, put off Yahweh Shah, certain men, started changing the doctrine. Okay? Some men became unbelievers. But that was all done through the works of Satan. Okay? Real quick, let's go to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, and it reads, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Yeah, so put on the whole armor of the Lord, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that word wiles mean, like trickery.
Strong's G 3180, Methodiah.
Yeah, Methodiah, cunning art, deceit, craft, trickery. Yeah, because, Satan, he's cunning, man. So we're supposed to put on the whole armor. The whole armor is this word, all right, the word of Yahweh Shah. So when Satan comes with these different avenues trying to get you to, sin or go into other doctrines, all right, you have the whole armor, so you'll be able to fight against it. All right, fight against his weapons, his devices that he's going to use. Okay? So it says, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." So the trickery of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right. So that's all those forces, those spiritual forces, Satan, those demons. That's what we wrestle against. That's always trying to remove us from the faith. That's always trying to get us to go off sin. That's always trying to put off the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua day by day. Yeah, so every day is a constant fight against Satan. But from there, let's go to the book of John, chapter 10. John chapter 10, start from 1. It reads, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climb up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. Yeah, that's right. So that thief and a robber is ultimately talking about Satan. Okay? And Satan gonna use avenues to destroy the sheep or to, steal the sheep from the faith. And one of the main ways he's going to do that is by these false doctrines, by these false prophets, these false teachers. Okay? Back then, during the time when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, Satan was working through those Jews that didn't believe. Satan was working through those wicked scribes and Pharisees to remove the sheep, to try to remove the sheep of the Lord from believing. Okay? So it says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door unto the sheepfold, but climb up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. Yeah, so because there's a one entrance to the sheepfold, and that's by the door, the door to entering, which is also a representation of Yahweh Shah too, which we're gonna read. But if you go in some other way besides that door, that person is a thief and a robber. Okay? And that's Satan working through all these false doctrines, these false teachers. Now let's read. It says, But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. The shepherd is Yahweh Shah. So the shepherd, he's going to enter in through the front door unto his sheep. Okay? It says, To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. Yeah, so the sheep hear the voice of Yahweh Shah. All right? Just like an actual sheep. And they hear, the actual sheep hears the voice of their shepherd that takes care of them. They're not gonna follow nobody else's voice that calls them. But when the shepherd calls them, they come, walk into that shepherd. So the true sheep is gonna hear the voice of Yahweh Shah. The true sheep, which is the elect, they are gonna hear the voice of Yahweh Shah and attend unto him. Okay, we do that by keeping his word and following his ways. So it says and he calleth his own sheep. Okay, wait, Salakia, where I left off. Okay, verse 2 again. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he call his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep followeth him. Yeah, so the sheep is going to follow him. When the shepherd that removes his sheep that he calleth from the sheepfold. Okay, so they're gonna follow the shepherd, and they're gonna walk in the ways of Yahweh Shah. Okay, Paul said, "Be ye followers of me, as I am of the Lord." So Paul was a follower of the Lord. So he recommended that the believers, be a follower of him, just like how he is of the Lord. All right. Scripture speak about us putting on Yahweh Shah. So we got to walk in his steps. So it reads, verse 4, I believe. Yeah, verse 4. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. Right. So actual sheep, they're not going to follow any stranger. All right. They're going to follow the voice of the shepherd. Okay. So the elect, they're not going to, follow any other doctrines. But they're going to who? They're going to follow Yahweh Shah. And you have all these other false leaders and all these false doctrines that is going throughout the earth. But the elect is not going to be able to go into those doctrines. All right? Why? Because they're going to follow Yahweh Shah. They're going to believe on him. Okay? And Satan is working through these strangers, these false prophets, these false doctrines. All right? You have these other camps that's, teaching contrary to the doctrine. Oh, you don't have to believe in the Lord. You want to be saved by keeping the laws. Or you got these Christians teaching some Jesus Christ and all nations gonna make it. So those are like the voice of strangers, man, trying to take you away from the true doctrine, trying to take you away from believing in on Yahweh Shah. So it reads verse 6. This parable spake Yahweh Shah unto them, but they understood not what things they were. But they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Yeah, so the disciples didn't always understand what Yahweh Shah, the parables of Yahweh Shah. They didn't always understand. So Yahweh Shah had to break it down to them. Now verse 7, then said Yahweh Shah unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that, so the Yahweh Shah, he's the door, he's the way. So you have to go into Yahweh Shah. You have to walk through that door and believe on him, for you to receive salvation. It says, all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. Yeah, all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, man. All right, and that's these false teachers. And you have a lot of false teachers amongst Israel, man. And they're not reverencing Yahweh Shah the way Yahweh Shah is supposed to be reverenced, man. You have a lot of these false teachers and these false doctrines going out, which is all controlled by Satan, man. And Satan have these guys calling themselves Israelites or into Christianity, trying to remove the true sheep from serving Yahweh Shah, just as they have did back then. Okay, like I mentioned, how Satan was working through those wicked scribes and Pharisees. So it says, all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but as the sheep did not hear them. Yeah, so the true sheep is not going to hear them, which is the elect. It says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. That's right. And shall go in and out and find pasture. Yeah, so they're going to be, comforted, man. They're going to be fed by Yahweh Shah. It says verse 10, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and destroy. Yeah, which is Satan. So the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and destroy. And that's what Satan is trying to do. Scatter the sheep, destroy the sheep of Yahweh Shah. All right? Through these different avenues, through these different doctors, through these false teachers. It says the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Yeah, so but Yahweh Shah, he has come that they might have life. Okay? Because Yahweh Shah, he is the way. He is the way to eternal life. He's the protector. He's the protector of his sheep. All right, which is the elect that believe in him. But Satan is going around trying to devour that sheep, to destroy the sheep. Okay? And that's why you have these guys, a lot of men who believe that don't believe no more. Why? Because they was caught up into these different avenues, these different doctrines, being seduced by these false teachings, which is all the works of the devil. Real quick, let's go to Matthew's. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. This is Matthew 7, verse 15. It says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Yeah, so, yeah, you got to beware of false prophets, which come in sheep clothing. They come home, like, pretending to be, humble and the sheep of the Lord, but they're ravenous wolves, man. All right? They're really ravenous wolves coming to devour the sheep. And that's what you have amongst a lot of these Israelite camps, man. Who are pretty much trying to how can I word it? Trying to change the true doctrine. Okay? So it says, beware false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. From there, I want to get one more scripture. I want to go to Matthew's. Let's go to Matthew 13. Matthew 13. Go right to the point. So we go to the parable of the sower. I saw from 18, Matthew 13:18. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understand it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. Yeah, so then cometh the wicked one, which is who? Satan. And it says, and catcheth away which was sown in his heart. What was sown in that man's heart was the word. The seed is the word. But what? Satan came and, pretty much catcheth away that which was sown. All right? So Satan pretty much took away that, seed that was in that man from him not to believe on Yahweh Shah. And we see examples of that. We always used to see examples of people who would, who would come and listen to the word, and it sound like, that like they're interested, but then they might have, a family member that they're with, a woman, a cousin, a brother, and come pull them away. Okay? We seen that a lot while we was out there on the highways, byways teaching. But little do they know that that was Satan pulling them away from the word, because Satan works through Satan work through different members. All right. So it says, this was he which receiveth seed by the wayside. But he that receiveth seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. Yeah, that's right. So this person, he received the word, he heard the word, and with joy, he was happy. He knew he was an Israelite, started going out there teaching. And then what? When persecution and tribulation come upon him, okay, by and by he is offended. He was offended at the sufferings of the Lord. Also, the Most High could have had, put him to the test through Satan. Okay? Just like how Satan, the Most High used Satan to test Job. Okay? Because Satan could, test you. Satan, the Most High uses Satan to test you. Okay? Whether it's, Satan jump on your family to shun you, or jump on your woman to threaten to leave you. Whatever hell Satan, the Most High have Satan put upon you. All right? And by you get offended at what you got to go through. And then what? Satan removes that man out of the faith. Satan have done devoured one member that once believed. So it reads, verse 22, he also that receiveth seed among thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Yeah, that's right. So this is one person that is taken by the cares of the word and the riches. Okay? Which Satan has the power over that. What did Satan offer Yahushua when he was on the mountain? He said, look, I'll give you all the kingdoms of the world. All right? Because Satan is the ruler of this world. And he has the power to, give you the things that you desire, the worldly possessions that you desire. All right? You see all these top actors and entertainers, these millionaires, billionaires, who have everything that they can desire: the cars, the money, the jewelry, the homes, the women. Those are all the gifts of Satan. But you have to sell out to him to receive those things. All right? And all these entertainers, they have sold out in some way, form, or fashion to Satan. Okay? But Satan, you can use these things to pull you away from the faith. All right? Where you don't have time for the truth, where you don't have time for the Yahushua. Why? Because Satan can put in your mind that the cares of the world are better than serving the Lord. So it says, he also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Right, so you see, he's his mindset is not in teaching his truth and waking up the elect. Okay, but he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understand it, and it says understand it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Right, so this is one that a member that's fruitful in the faith, going out there in the highways and byways, waking up the elect, making and turning many to believers. All right. But yeah, so that was it. So hope you brothers learned something. I'm gonna say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Qudash. Double honors to the apostles, the GMS.